Dear wine investors, this short video is for those who already invest in wine through RareWine Invest, as we go through the performance for 2022. As usual, I'm joined by Rune Splid. Rune is Commercial Director of RareWine Invest and will talk us through the 5 main areas for wine investment: Burgundy, Champagne, Italy, rest of the world, and Bordeaux. You can read the full report on RareWineInvest.com, but here's a short recap. Welcome. On February 24th, war broke out on the European continent. We see growing interest rates and towering inflation at a level unseen since the 1980s. We have soaring energy prices and the British pound falling to its lowest level since 1985, despite geo-economical shifts worldwide affecting the wine markets in the final part of 2022. The performance shows an increase of 22.5% on average across all wines under administration at RareWine Invest. Nevertheless, Judgment Day is when portfolios are realized. Let's elaborate on the numbers for realized return in 2022.
During 2022, 1,115 positions were sold on behalf of our investors, with an average holding time of 31 months. This resulted in an average realized return of 88%. Naturally, 88% exceeds our expectations, but reflects that there is still liquidity in the market. The average selling time for these portfolios was less than 3 months.
Let's go through the performance of the 5 categories for wine investment at RareWine Invest, starting with Burgundy.
Burgundy accounts for approximately 40% of our wines under administration and delivers a return of 34.4% for 2022.
What producers will you highlight from 2022 in Burgundy? Are there any surprises?
One producer in particular sticks out, and Lachaux took most people by surprise in 2022. All wines from this upcoming superstar have seen extraordinary price increase and are massively dragging the Burgundy performance up. Also familiar names such as Loire, Romanée-Conti, Amaro-Rousseau, Romea, and Duchac deliver remarkable returns.
Champagne is another favorite among investors and accounts for approximately 30% of all wines under administration. Champagne also delivered extraordinary returns in 2022.
Indeed, Champagne is up by almost 20% for 2022. The scarcity of Champagne is pronounced more than ever in the wake of the COVID pandemic, and the market has responded.
Can you highlight a few of the leading performers?
In more cases, vintages from Celos have seen 3-digit percentual rises. Also, Bollinger, Louis Roederer, Cruc, Salon, Dom Pérignon are among the top performers from 2022.
The investment-graded wines from Italy have shown remarkable resilience in difficult times, especially during the financial crisis in 2008.
Italy as a category is particularly solid. The performance for 2022 stressed that and shows an average return of 9%.
Speaking of Italy, what areas are most relevant for investment?
We have the Barolo and Barbaresco in Piedmont. Tuscany is dominated by the Brunellos and the Super Tuscans. Sassicaia is again the top performer, averaging 18.5% across vintages. Beside the household names, the budget-friendly Barolo from Cavallotto and Foligni's Brunello Moltesino sticks out in 2022.
The rest of the world includes mainly wines from Napa Valley, from Rhone, and single malt whiskey from Scotland and Japan.
The rest of the world accounts for less than 10% of all positions under administration and has delivered a positive return in 2022 of 9.7%. The latest addition to the category is the Australian powerhouse Penfolds, which already have shown great promises.
Mighty Bordeaux is the final category. However, Bordeaux only accounts for approximately 5% of all wines under administration.
Bordeaux is still robust, with a return of just below 9%. 8 out of 10 Bordeaux positions were positive in 2022. Still, the upbeat performance is driven by the icons Petrus, Cheval Blanc, Haut-Brion, and Margaux.
2022, another stable year in the wine market, despite turmoil in many other areas. Wine has demonstrated minimal correlation with the traditional financial markets and remain a solid alternative asset in any healthy investment portfolio. Read the full report at RareWineInvest.com or find the latest analysis for 2023. Thank you for watching.